Welcome back to Superior Sunrise. Now with me is Superior Livestock Representative Eric Duarte. I know before you came on right now, Eric, you were talking with Nancy and myself, and you were kind of talking about how this is your parts of the country. You're from Oregon, you ranch in that country. So talk about your relationship with Superior, how long you've been with them, and kind of how long you've been in the livestock industry.
Well, thanks, Kirby. I've been with Superior for 25 plus years. It's been a while. It started, I was in Alturas when we first got started, which is the northern tip of California, and then right into Oregon, and just kind of been covering that country for quite a while. This is what we call home. A lot of people kind of wonder who wants to live out here in this desert, but it's good cattle country. You know, we run a lot of cattle out here. We got really good customers, and our customers, the weather and the country's pretty unforgiving, to say the least, and so they've learned to adapt to some pretty tough to some pretty tough situations, whether it be drought or fires. Like right now, everybody's kind of on alert for. We got some dry lightning strikes supposed to be around, so there's a lot more to being a rancher out here in the far west than it is just ranching. We wish we could, but there's a lot of things that go along.
Well, speaking of that, my family is actually farmers. I'm originally from California, and so we farm in California. So we deal with the drought. We understand it. And what I always tell people, they don't understand. And we farmed hay up in Alturas. Funny story, but I mean, there is not a lot up there. But what they don't understand, I'm like, there's a lot of great country, to farm on and run cattle on. So kind of tell us about the kind of country you do run cattle on, because people who aren't familiar with it don't understand it.
Sure. Oh, yeah. You drive down the highway and you don't see a lot of the country that we get the opportunity to see in our business. But we got a lot of big high mountain meadows, and those big meadows up there. A lot of good mountain grass, and even on these what looks like a desert. You get over the top of some of these hills and in these draws, and there's a lot of good feed and water. I mean, they grow some of the best alfalfa in the country, like here in Nevada, because it tests, because it's so slow growing. But there's some really good country out here, and we've just been fortunate to be able to be part of it.
Well, speaking of being with Superior for so long, you've built relationships with customers for so many years now. Talk about how important the relationships you have built with them.
Oh, it's huge. It's one of those things that it takes a while to build a customer base, but then they become family and friends, so it's one of those things now that they're more like good friends than they are customers, and so it's even harder because you really want to take care of them even more. So.
Well, they always do say the cattle business is just as much the people business. So I'm glad you got to join me this morning. Nice to meet you, Eric. And when we return, Ryan Ludvigson, don't go anywhere.